guys, today I'm going to cook a frozen pork loin on the Weber Kettle. So let's get queuing. A friend of mine gave me a couple of these frozen pork loins, and I cooked one the other day right out of the freezer just like this to see how it would work. It's got quite a bit of ice on it, so first thing I'm going to do is just rinse that off and get the ice off of there. That looks better. Now I'm going to rub some oil on the outside of it just so the rub will stick. This is avocado oil, but you can use any kind of oil that you have. And then for rub, I'm going to use this Andes rub. I use this on chicken a lot. This has like salt, garlic, onion, I think like orange peel and lemon peel. Anyway, a few things, but it's pretty good on chicken. I think it should be pretty good on this. I think this is the one I used on it the other day when I did it, if I remember right. So just going to go with this. I bought this at the Andes Produce Market in front of my house where I used to live at my old place, but I think they sell this on Amazon as well. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go out and get the grill lit. I'm using Royal Oak lump charcoal for this, and I have it in my slow and sear there. That charcoal holder is called a slow and sear. I've had this in my grill for several years now. I like it a lot because I cook indirectly most of the time on this grill, and that works real well. So use a little bit of lighter fluid. I know, probably shouldn't use that, but what the heck, it's easy, and I'm feeling lazy today. So as soon as that gets going, we'll get the pork loin on there, and like I said, I'm going to cook it indirectly and just let it cook until the internal temperature of the pork loin is 145 degrees Fahrenheit. The fire's starting to look pretty good. My slow one here has a water reservoir in the front, but I'm not going to use any water for this. I only use that for slower cooks. And I have my quick read thermometer here that I'm going to use to check the temperature. Later on, right now it's frozen solid, so you can't even get a thermometer probe in that right now. So just get the lid on, and I'm leaving the vents wide open for now. I may adjust them down in a few minutes, but for now just get the lid on there and let that cook. It's been about 10 minutes and the temperature's climbing. It's up to about 375. So I'm going to leave the top vent open and close the bottom one down to kind of underneath this second hole right here. I don't want it to get too hot because that pork can kind of dry out if you cook it too hot. It's been about an hour, so let's see how we're doing here. The temperature's running 335 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Well, that looks pretty good. I haven't moved it, so I guess I'll go ahead and turn it over. Flip it over that way. And while I have the lid off, might as well see what the internal temperature is. I don't think it's done, but while I have the lid off, might as well check it real quick. Yeah, we're only at 64 degrees, so it's got a ways to go. So I'll just get the lid back on there and let it go till it hits about 145 degrees Fahrenheit. It's been about 2 hours, so let's see how we're doing here. The grill's running about 350 degrees Fahrenheit right now. All right, I've checked it a few times and it wasn't ready yet, so let's see how we are right here. $144. I was shooting for 145, so I'd say that's close enough. Actually, it didn't brown up very good on that spot, so I think what I'll do is just put that over the coals for just a minute or so to kind of brown that up a little bit. See how the other side looks. The other side's pretty brown, so I'll just do that side real quick. All right, see how that looks. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna get that off of there. This has been resting for 15 or 20 minutes, so let's see what the internal temperature is now. 149. So it climbed just a little bit sitting there resting. It usually does. So we're good. All right, let's cut this thing down the middle and see how it looks here. Just cut it right in half. Okay. Looks pretty juicy. I would say that looks pretty good to me. Let's try a bite and see how it is. Came out real good. Very juicy. I guess we better see what Annie thinks, huh, Annie? What do you think? Looks like it's Annie approved. That turned out really good. It was actually juicier than I expected it to be. So it took about 2 hours and the grill ran about 350 degrees Fahrenheit most of the time. So if you cook a thawed one, it'd be the same thing. It'd probably just cook faster, you know, because thawed out already. So just cook it to about 145 degrees Fahrenheit internal temperature. Anyway, I'll write everything in the description like usual. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.